Hey guys, today's video is going to be a review of the brand Strivectin. Now you guys already know I do these 2-week trials, and you probably already know that I did get sick, so this one is a week behind. I've already moved on to my next brand, but I still really want to talk about this brand, so my apologies that this is not formatted quite the way that I like. Meaning, you look at my face, it's less of a good representation of this brand. But this is also the first time where I'm trying out a new format for certain products. A lot of people complain that 2 weeks isn't enough time, and I kind of do agree when it comes to certain actives. So, for example, in this video, I've been testing out this Retinol from Strivectin for almost 2 months, maybe even longer, actually. Whereas I did test the other products for 2 weeks, we're still going to look at them the same way that I always do these. We're going to look at the ingredients, the results that I had, other people's reviews, the price, all of that. So hopefully it'll give you a good idea of this brand. I really wanted to talk about this brand because I see them pop up a lot in Ulta sales events, and as you guys probably know, Ulta is about to have their Love Your Skin event in January. Oh, I'm so excited. So let's go ahead and dive in. I want to start by talking about the brand as a whole. Now, I don't know too much about this particular aspect of Strivectin, but I read about this on Beautypedia and then I did a little more digging. It turns out that Strivectin had a claim with their S.t.a.R.light Advanced... This one, the S.t.a.R.light Advanced Intensive Concentrate for Wrinkles and Stretch Marks, where they claimed that it was better than Botox. It's so funny because I can almost imagine a time in which that was kind of acceptable, but it really isn't now. Now you will get sued for trying to make that kind of a statement, and now they changed it to better than Botox with the question mark. Let that sink in for a minute because this is actually fascinating. This is such a politician style of move if you really think about it. It's how to soften a harsh statement. Put a question mark at the end. Pineapple on pizza is the best. Demon! Pineapple on pizza is the best? I swear to you guys, I'm stealing that going forward. It's genius. It's genius. And then beyond that, the brand focuses on an ingredient called myristoyl nicotinate, which is their Neo 114 they talk about. It's very similar in its actions to niacinamide, which of course is a very effective, very well-researched ingredient in skincare. So from looking at the formulas of these products, I do feel impressed. I think overall it's formulated really quite nicely, although it does contain scent. But I gotta tell you guys, the pricing of this brand is wild. It's kind of all over the place. There are certain products in this line where it absolutely compares to Olay at the drugstore. I mean, this eye cream specifically is cheaper than the Olay eye products at Walgreens. However, some of the products are so expensive that I don't understand what's going on. I'm just confused by the pricing. I think at least part of this, because I did buy this from the Strivectin website and now I'm on their mailing list, this brand sends out a lot of full-size item with a $75 purchase, those kind of deals. So I really, truly think this is the kind of brand where you don't pay full price. You know what I mean, right? There's certain brands like that where you just should never pay full price, or if you are, you should get some kind of gift with purchase. That's Clinique, S.t.a.R.light, Lauder, and then you've got your deal brands where there's always 50% off. I think this is definitely somewhere in that in between. This is not a drunk elephant, Sunday Riley. You're never gonna find sales type of brand. Follow me? Okay, so that's enough chatter. I want to get into the specific products. I almost forgot to mention, I did buy quite a few of these products off of the Strivectin website. I got a lot as gifts with purchase from Ulta, and then this one was sent to me through Influencer, just so you guys know. Let's start with the Multi-Action Matrix Cleanser. This is $35 for 4 ounces, and it kind of actually is a very innovative, unique product. This product comes out exactly like a gel. So then once you start rubbing it into your skin, it kind of turns into this oil, and then when you add some water, which I think you can just imagine, it turns into a milk. So it's claiming that it removes makeup, but I'm going to tell you now I have 3 faces. No makeup, extremely heavy makeup, and then in between. This only removed my light in between makeup. When I had heavy makeup on, it was not enough. I think this is going to be a really good product for people with really dry skin who don't ever want to feel that stripped feeling that you get from most cleansers, but it also has to be for people with dry skin who don't wear heavy makeup unless you want to make this part of a double cleanse. My deal with it is, to me, it felt more like a first step in a cleansing routine than a second. So I don't know how much of a place it's going to have for me, but I really see its place. I think this brand targets more mature skin in general, probably not people who, are wearing tons of blue and purple eyeshadow. You follow me. Overall, I think it's a good product. I definitely think it has a place, and that place probably hasn't found a perfect cleanser. So good option for very dry skin, light makeup wearers. I tried out 2 serums from the brand. Let me start with the Advanced Acid Rehydrate and Plump Neo 114 and Hyaluronic Acid Serum. This one retails for $79 for an ounce. I thought with the name Advanced Acid, I thought this was going to be more like Good Genes. Nope, it's based all around hyaluronic acid, but I gotta confess, I really liked this. This is a really nice hyaluronic acid based serum that also contains peptides, copper, your humectants. It's very effective. It does contain urea, so form an opinion on that. Some people really like urea, some people don't. But I found it very effective. In fact, this is the texture that I've wished for so long The Ordinary's hyaluronic acid serum would be. If you've ever used that, it is stickier than my snail mucin. This has a perfect texture. Now again, $79 for an ounce is a little pricey. Some people don't have an issue with spending that. You don't necessarily need to. But again, I think this is a brand that runs deals. So I gotta admit, I'm actually going to look for deals on this just because this was so nice on my forehead where I get those frustration with lifelines. So I did really like that product. The other serum I tried is their anti-wrinkle Wrinkle Recode Line Transforming Melting Serum, which is $89 for an ounce. I didn't like this one as much. It's just so thick. It's so thick. That is never going to budge. It's going to stay looking like that little shape the whole time. It's not a bad product by any means, and it still contains that Neo 114 ingredient. It's got oils really high in the ingredients list, which I think is a contributing factor in making it seem so hydrating. But yeah, I mean, the formula is fine. It's just that texture can be really difficult to work with. I do think there's such a thing as too thick of a texture to the point where it's hard to put makeup on over it. It just wasn't my favorite. And then for moisturizer, I'll talk first about the multi-action line. So I tried both the hydrating water gel and the restorative cream. The hydrating water gel is $59 for 1.7 ounces. I do think they might be discontinuing this because I couldn't find it on the Ulta website, which makes sense because it's a very light texture, the kind that's more often sold to people with younger skin, maybe people with oily skin. So I guess I can see this not being as successful, although I liked it, but still, it to me had a little bit too much scent to really be a good option for people that suffer from acne. On the other hand, I really liked the multi-action restorative cream, but this is $95 for 1.7 ounces, so it's definitely pricey. The thing is that this is a very thick cream. So it's kind of one of those products where that $95 is going to go farther with this cream than it might with some others. Now, one thing I thought about directly as a result of trying Boscia's Black Moisturizer is that this white, very thick texture, white color, maybe could be a problem for deeper skin tones. I don't really know. It's hard to guess at that since I have a fairly light skin tone and it does blend out for me. But yeah, it's a very thick, very effective, peptide enriched, got a lot of good ingredients going on here. I liked it, and again, your money's gonna go far. So I don't know, I guess I'm not entirely decided on whether this one is worth it. Let's talk about that SD Advanced line. We've got the Intensive Concentrate for Wrinkles and Stretch Marks, then I'll talk about the eye cream. So this one's kind of tricky because when you're talking about stretch marks, there isn't really any topical treatment for them, but you can put a product on and kind of, hydrate the skin better and then it won't be as obvious. This SID, I should give a disclaimer because my fiance thinks that I am not the right person to talk about stretch marks since I don't have them. I think I do. All right, maybe I don't. I have varicose veins. I've had them since I was 18, if that makes anyone feel better. But yeah, there's so many creams that are sold for stretch marks and just, there's only so much that they can do. that said, this does have a 4.5-star rating. However, it seems like most people are addressing the wrinkles in this claim more than the stretch marks. They put the myristoyl nicotinate really high in this product's ingredients list, so I am quite certain you're going to see results. Also, peptides, humectants, copper, great formula. It really is a product where I think you're going to see results. Now, did I say the price? $79 for 2 ounces. This one, I actually think that's quite reasonable, considering most mid-range creams tend to be, what, $70 for 1.7 ounces. So I actually like it. I do think it's worth trying. I don't think it's going to be quite as much of a miracle as the Better Than Botox. But you know, it is true that not everybody can have Botox injections. I don't know if we really talk about that enough. Some people have an allergic reaction to Botox injections, including a member of my family. So if you're that kind of person, heck yeah, that's better than Botox. I mean, probably hitting yourself over the head with something is better than Botox in that case, but you know. We've got the Intensive Eye Concentrate. I got the $15 size of this. Okay. This retails for $69 for an ounce. Now, you know, that's actually pretty inexpensive for an eye cream. If you've been watching these videos, you know that most eye creams in the mid-range pricing are about $50 to $60 for a half ounce. So this is actually a really good deal. But it's yet again guilty of bad math because the $15 size is a 1/4 ounce, making it $60 for 4 of these tubes. But again, it's a really nice product. Also has the myristoyl nicotinate really high in the ingredients list. Also contains caffeine, peptides, does have your urea in it, although again, some people enjoy the moisturizing that you get from urea. Overall, it's a really nice formula, although once again, it does contain scent, and I think that to me, scent and alcohol probably shouldn't be in an eye cream, but again, it's nice overall and surprisingly inexpensive. Strivectin is also very well known for their neck cream, so I want to make sure we talk about both of these. I purchased the light version of it, and then I got the plus version for free. Both of these retail for $95 for 2 ounces. I'm going to tell you right now, skip the light. I'm going to pop up a photo of these two side by side because I don't trust my camera settings here. So you can see that the light cream is just really light. Basically, you're paying for more water in it. They say that they came out with a lighter version for those that don't like the heaviness of this one, but you're paying more for water. And in my opinion, why would you do that? Just water this one down. So yeah, for me, just absolutely skip the light. There's no reason to buy it. Wait, just absolutely skip the light? Exactly, Alice, exactly. But the plus, I actually really do like it. It's very thick. It's got shea butter as its second ingredient, which is part of why it has the texture that it has. Really nice formula. I would say if you are really into this product, buy the 3.4 ounce size so it goes farther for your money. And I think it's also worth having that conversation. Do you need a separate neck cream? Because it's certainly true that the skin on your neck is not sitting there saying, "Excuse me, did you just put a cream onto me that is labeled face cream?" You know, your neck can't tell a difference. It's just, you do want to take good care of that skin because it really does show signs of aging earlier than your face does. So I think that this could be really helpful if you like a lighter cream on your face and then you want a heavier cream for your neck, which is, overall, it's a good idea. But is that any surprise? That's the way skincare goes. Not everybody needs everything, not everybody's gonna like everything, and some expensive products are worth it to some people. Then we have the Advanced Retinol Intensive Night Moisturizer. This one retails for $79 for 1.1 ounces. I think I have the biggest issue with the price of this out of all of the products I'm talking about. There is a 1.7 ounce size that is $112 to give you an idea, and I just don't think it's worth it. The ingredients list is fine, but the retinol is not as high as I would personally like it to be. It is the retinol form followed by retinol palmitate. Again, it's a really nice formula. Lots of peptides, lots of, once again, copper, lots of humectants. But why is it so expensive? I'm just not really seeing the reason why putting retinol so low in the ingredients list justifies that high of a price tag. So, that's, again, that's my personal opinion. Is it worth it? You follow me by now. I I won't buy that. There's just enough other retinol options out there where the retinol is listed higher in the ingredients list. Or it's a form that I prefer. But this is the one that was sent to me. This is the S.t.a.R.light Retinol Night Oil. I was very skeptical of this initially. This is $99 for an ounce, which again is really pricey. So I'm a little mixed on this because first off, I've always said, well, can't I just have a retinol and an oil and layer them separately? Yeah, of course, but a lot of people like Sunday Riley's Luna because it does it all for you. So this is certainly the type of product that is an alternative to Luna, and from looking at the ingredients and from my own results, I'm gonna guess it's better. What I like about this is that retinol is listed much higher in this ingredients list. To me, I felt like the retinol was working just as well as my PM retinol from Peter Thomas Roth, which has been a holy grail for about a year, no, over a year. And I do have to admit, you know, the reason people like to combine retinol with oil is because retinol can be so drying. I get it. After trying this, I get it. I really did enjoy it, and I'm tempted to switch to it. However, in order for me to buy it again, I'm going to need a deal. I'm just telling you honestly, $99 for an ounce is still cheaper than Luna, but for me, I could still get some kind of a retinol and an oil for less than $99. So I feel like it's tricky to talk about this because for some people, I'm sure the convenience is well worth it. But for me personally, well, I'm so on the fence with this. I really, really liked the results. Also, they added in the HPR form of retinol to this product, which is one that I'm still mixed on, but if you want to put two forms of retinol in here, that's fine. I would not depend on HPR, which is in Luna, but you give me a regular retinol and then HPR. I really thought I saw good results with this. The last product I have to talk about is the Advanced Acid Resurface Glycolic Skin Reset Mask. This is $59 for 1.7 ounces. It is a very interesting mask because it combines kaolin clay with your chemical exfoliants. Now, because of that, I have a tendency to think that if you have a more oily skin type, you're going to gravitate towards this more than I did. I didn't mind it. I like a glycolic mask. My favorite is still, after all these years, Rin's glycolic mask, glycolactic. So for me, the extra drying factor in this was just kind of a little bit too much of a wham bam. But again, I can see that being a great option for people with oily skin who still want the turnover of the glycolic, you know, it's taking away that dead skin layer. For some reason, I just forgot how to talk. Sorry about that. So overall, probably not for my skin type, but I think this has a place. Much like that first cleanser, I think it's unique. Alright guys, I hope you found this video helpful. Let me know in the comments below if you've tried anything from this brand. Please feel free to have a differing opinion from me. I always welcome that. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.